Hi everyone, and welcome back to our last video of our 7-part series of Generative Design with Saratech 2019. We have gone over a whole lot of stuff. Definitely you should check out our previous videos. This video we're going to go over load cases. So Saratech now allows the user to have multiple load cases. Sorry, let me delete that. That has nothing. Multiple load cases. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this part, it's steel structural. We have preserved cylindrical regions with these specific offsets of 0.846 with all the three cylindrical features. We have a load, we have a lot of loads, so we'll talk about that a little bit later. We have a lot of constraints. So let's go over each specific load case. So now with having multiple load cases, Saratech will process in the order that they appear. So load cases are really good for surfaces that have multiple forces interacting with each other. For example, a doorknob that goes that's being pulled and pushed. That's a good example. So for this example, we have a pressure force, and it's 0.02 ksi, so 2 psi, with an offset value of 0.846 inches. And every load case, the minimum amount that to create a load case is you need one load and one constraint. For these, we will be having fixed constraints for the first load case of 0.551 for both cylindrical features. So that's our first load case. So let's toggle out of there, and let's toggle out of the preserved regions. And our second load case, we're going to have a force going in this angle. So previously, this would be your first time seeing an angled force. My previous videos haven't had those. So I had a 0.125 pounds force in the x direction and negative 0.05 in the z direction, which came out to this vector. And the fixed constraint is going to be in this big cylindrical feature of 0.551 of offset, so it's fixed. And then we're going to have an opposing force of the same value, 0.153. So you can view all the loads and all the constraints if I select these here. So you can see, and you can change the colors too. So I made the pressure orange, but you can change it to light blue or yellow or however you would want it. Just remember to press enter and you can change it, or press enter for any change of the values. And so yeah, that's really nice to have different load cases, especially if you want to organize it better in these fashions, because now I was able to toggle through the load cases a lot easier. But yeah, just a reminder, the load cases are processed in the order that they appear. So the Generative Design is going to go over the first load case, second, and then the third. And another specific thing that I edited for this part was that I wanted it to be extruded and material extruded in the Y direction, in both directions, in negative and positive. And for those of you who are interested in material extrusion, we went over that in our previous videos for, I believe it was study 5. Yeah, General Study 5, we went over material extrusion. And this one, we are doing it in the Y direction because I wanted to keep symmetry, and especially because there are opposing factors or opposing loads. So this study, if we click generate, we can see how long we had it going for. So if we had it going for a lower amount of time, 6 minutes, we reduced the weight by 35%. Originally it was 155 pounds. Now it should be around 120 pounds. And we kept the we're not using a factor of safety, but if you're interested in factor of safety, check out our previous video, because we went over that. So let's finally see the part. If we toggle through the construction body and show stress, we can see that there are high stress values in this little tiny region right here. So I previously mentioned that it would be smart to allow Solid Edge to use a lot of the material that you're not using. So maybe if you would like, you could try adding more material in the beginning and then doing an entire design. So maybe instead of doing the cylindrical block right here, you can maybe push it out a bit and then see what topology optimization has. So maybe you could reduce the stress value. But as you can see, a material extrusion, if we show it to the front, and let's move some of this stuff so we can actually see what's going on. Let's move this all the way back. So front, you could see that it's material extruded in an even fashion in the Y direction. And that is the load cases and material extrusion. And we showed how we can change it with material reduction. But definitely allow Solid Edge to work with as much material as you can, and then topology optimize it or do generative design on it, because it'll allow for more work, more play area for the software to cut away at the material, because it's harder to work to take away material that's already not there. So yeah, just a brief overview of what we've done in the 7-part series. We've gone over this hinge. Let's expand it. We went over the new pin constraint, how it's only specific for cylindrical features. We went over the gravity load. We went over the we definitely went over the maneuverability of the design studies, because we have 9 of them, or 7 of them in this one particular part. We went over the displacement constraint, the manufacturing settings between extrusion and spreading. We went over the generate button and how we can do a factor of safety now, which was really big. And you can always enter in the end value of what you want your mass to be. What else? So see right here, factor of safety, target mass. You could play around with so if you wanted to change the factor of safety, go ahead and alternate it. We also, last but not least, we went over load cases. So that's a whole bunch of new stuff that's new in Solid Edge 2019 with Generative Design. I highly recommend that you guys play around with this tool, and you will run into errors. I myself have, but those are only errors where your part, maybe you need to play with the study quality time, maybe the material. Make sure that you have enough material for the generative design to play with. For this particular part, I said earlier that previously I had this part move all the way up, so it was hard for generative design to figure out what else it could do. So keep it bulky, I mean, in the very beginning, and let the software do its work. But yeah, it's a lot of fun to play around with. If you have any questions, feel free to email Saratech. And I hope that you guys found this video series super helpful. Thanks everyone, and have a good rest of your day.